Yes, hello, and welcome to another episode of the Humanitarian Project. We are at Citi Hardware. Like the last episode, we can't keep away from this place, and we're looking at laundry facilities and laundry tubs in particular with a little table connected to them. I have been interested in the plastic, but I do see that as a problem. I should learn my lesson from before with plastic taps, so we should not go plastic. So I'm looking at this little animal here at 1,900 and separately the base there. So there's a few to choose from. I'm going to decide. I'm going to take one out to YeYoung. We're going to put it in. I'm going to trial it out for a few days to see how it works, see if people are using them, see if they dent, and then if they do work, we'll just roll them out to all the water stations, or most of the water stations, because now they've got plumbing, as in wastewater plumbing. There's no worries. We can put them in, and people can use them, and they can flush the water down the drainage system. So it's all good. Okay, so let's go and buy one. Let's go out to YeYoung and put one in. Just joking around with the guys, and we've chosen one of these. Okay, 1,900 pesos for the top. I reckon that's pretty good. And we've got 2,650 for the base. That's a pretty solid base. This is. I'm surprised. This is a good unit and a good price. It's metal, and I don't take long to decide sometimes when I see a product that fits the purpose, and that's what we're talking about. Fitting the purpose, not plastic, stainless, and it's going to be pretty durable. It is a bit lightweight. When I say lightweight, not as heavy duty as these ones over here. But I reckon we'll try those out and see how they go. Alright, I'm going to buy one now. I can take it to YeYoung. They've got 2 in stock, and they said they can probably get more in because there's about three Citi Hardwares in the vicinity here. So hopefully they've got some, and if we want to roll them out, I can grab a few and yeah, rip into it. Okay. Alright, we're still at Citi Hardware. And look, what I've done is I've asked about the accessories because it's got a big hole there, so and it's got a hole there, and it's got a hole there. So obviously that's for the water inlet or the faucet, and that one's for the plug. And guess what? It comes with all these accessories, okay? For the plugs, there's a plug in there, and all sorts of pipes, drainage pipes, so you can connect it up down here to your plumbing system. Alright, so that's included in the price. And we've got the faucet here. Now, I thought these are going to be a bit more expensive. This is a zinc alloy metal faucet. It's pretty groovy, and I think that will do. We'll just whack it in there, and that should be able to fill that tank up. Oh, sorry, fill that sink up without any trouble at all. Alright, so in a matter of quite a few minutes, we've just solved the problem, and we're actually going to get out there and install this. My plumber is going to be excited because I want to see the first laundry tub operational in the next couple of days. Really dig all these accessories that it comes with. That's really cool. Even some pipes and things. Oh, yeah. I love hardwares, and it's just like a kid in a candy shop. Oh, what else can I just suss out? And here's all the faucets too. So many to choose from. There's so many at Citi Hardware. Alright, well, we've made it to the strategy centre at Alvin, Santa Juliana, and I've actually shown Alvin the sink, which is here. It's all packed away, and the frame under there, and look, stainless steel, perfect. Look, it's not just a laundry sink, but it is a sink where they can clean their teeth. Do some personal stuff if they really want to, just wash clothes. So it's a multi-purpose arrangement that I'm putting in there. So I'm sure it's not just going to be used for laundry and washing clothes, but other things. So we're waiting for Gemmel, plumber, to come out. He's wanted a diagram, but I'm going to show him the real thing, and that is this. And it comes with a frame, so we can put it in, just put a concrete slab down, make some plumbing for it, and somehow fix it to the concrete slab, and then connect it up, and away we go, and they can start using it, and we'll see what they use it for. All right, let's wait for Gemmel, and he should only be just around the corner. He said he's running a little bit late, but that's okay. I'm on time, and that's the beauty about living close. I get a house for a few days here, and then I do my thing, and then we deploy it and I roll it out, and I tell Gemmel this is what I want to do, if it works of course, and we learn from the first one that we put in. And then I can go away and plan the rest of the things and rest of the phases of the project. So it is all good, it is all working out, and it's all happening at YeYoung. So let's get there.
Good morning.
Alvin, he's always wanting to get on the camera. Okay, I reckon he's gonna start a vlog up one time. I reckon, yeah. What Mount Pinatubo?
Good luck to me.
Okay. I reckon his channel will do better than mine actually. Yeah, he's got so many friends, so many contacts around here. All right, and I love working with him. I really do. All right.
Likewise, dude.
Yeah, get Gemmel will be here soon, about 15 minutes. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And he's always busy too. That's the thing about it. And I'm glad he's got time for me. This project is so important for me, my self-esteem, my confidence. It's just really good fun and very challenging at times, I must admit. And it's going to go for a long time, and until we change the lives of these guys at YeYoung. All right, let's see what Alvin's up to. So I'll tell you what Alvin's up to. This is what he's up to. He is always doing something here at his guest house, and as I've mentioned so many times before, there's always something happening at Alvin's place. And this is a major change. This was a house, or it still is a house, and it had an area at the front, a room, a chill out area and that, and now it's all changed, and they're going to make a double story arrangement out of this, because there's 2 stories up here, and he needs a staircase that goes upstairs, because inside they're having trouble constructing one or building one, and he likes to change things, he likes to improve things, and that's what I like about him. He's always using his head and brain, you know, how can I make this better, how can I make this nicer, and he just goes out and does it. And that's the whole thing about Alvin. You show him something, you talk about something, and bang, he has ideas, and then bang, it still happens, and it's just so refreshing to get someone that's a real doer. Okay, I think I may have mentioned there's 3 types of people in life. There are people that wonder what happened, there are people that watch things happen, and there are people that make things happen, and he is certainly one of those guys that makes things happen. I tend to be like that as well, but I like to watch as well. All right, enough of Alvin's place. The episode today is on laundry, with laundry planning, the laundry facility, or the laundry tub, slash multi-purpose tub and sink. So let us get into that right now, and come on Gemmel, get your butt over here, boy. So yeah, look, a quick drill down into what Alvin's doing here. I'm not actually sure, because I've only just arrived and we started talking about the water project, but I'm really keen to find out what he's got going here. As the angle grinder starts up, this always happens to me when I start vlogging. Things start up, the ATV start up or something starts up. But look at this, these foundations here. Like, this is a massive pit there they've dug out, and they're putting some columns here. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4. So there's going to be 4 pillars here, and they're going to be chunky pillars. So that's me holding up something pretty heavy, and we'll find out as things go on. I'll just keep vlogging this every time I come up to Santa Juliana and do a bit on the YeYoung project. I'll come and I'll show you what's going on at Alvin's, because you've got to come here, because this is the focal point for climbing Mount Pinatubo. This is the reason why I'm here, because last year I came down here and I climbed Mount Pinatubo, and I was very touched by the area. I went out to see villages and things, and I vlogged all that, but I just fell in love with this place, and I just cannot keep away from it. And I love seeing and watching things improve around here. And the roads are improving, they're building bridges. And what is this? We've got a dozer. Oh, and look at this bridge they've built. Brand spanking new bridge. This is awesome. I'll tell you what, they do need a big bridge like that.
Road going to Botolan.
They're always just pumping money into this area to bring the living standards up of the local Filipino here. And Alvin is doing his job as well, to bring the tourists in, bring the dollars in, and make sure people have a fun time up at Mount Pinatubo, because it is an amazing trek. You guys should do it one day. All right. Anyhow, YeYoung. Yeah, no, I do get sidetracked. YeYoung is our objective, but I just thought I'd just throw a bit of extra stuff in there, so make these videos a little bit more interesting. Yeah, look, I'm already eating. I mean, how can you not refuse a bit of popcorn in the morning? Alvin's just organised it.
Just done with mine. Finished.
That's your break, yeah. He probably had it, it's his lunch, I reckon. But yeah, the corn they have, they just, you know, boil it up, and it's just nice and it's beautiful. This is like a light corn. I've seen the normal corn, which is a bit dark, a bit yellower. And I've even seen purple corn around here, and that's pretty nice too. It's a bit of a bigger grain, but just as tasty. So, excuse me for getting into it. And I should do a food review, shouldn't I? Like my son does, yeah. But I won't, because I'm not into that. I'm just telling you, this is what happens at Alvin's. You get offered coffee, you get offered corn, you get offered ideas, you get offered a lot of things here. That's why I come here so much, you know. But this is delicious, and excuse me, corn is one of my staples in my diet. I think it's such a good food. It's one of the superfoods, so you should get into it. You should pretty much eat it most days, but make sure you chew it really well, because it comes out like this if you don't chew it well, like in kernels. All right, yeah, let's get back to today's objective, which is a laundry facility or a sink. But first of all, I'm going to munch out on this while Alvin has his second one. Look at him rip into it.
This is good. I love corn.
I love it more.
Yeah, and also
the
whiskey gets crazy when he sees corn. He loves corn too. See here,
Yeah.
whiskey.
All right.
What's this?
Okay.
There
Go on. Eat the
They
corn.
go crazy.
There we go. Look at that. A cat eating corn.
Yeah.
Look at it. It's just munching out.
He just finished this one. You see?
Oh, look at that one. Yep.
Done with this one.
Look at him munching into that. Loving it. He's like a dog, really. You know, he'll eat anything. Actually, he chases dogs. Whiskey. So look, one thing good about this project is you do all the planning, you can talk to Alvin, and you get everything organised. You go get the bits and pieces, and then you come back to his house, the strategy centre, and you work on it, and you get the ideas, and you solve any problems, and then you go out and deploy it. So I'm really excited about this arrangement, because I like how it's got quite a big sort of table area here, and the sink's nice. So I know when they wash their clothes, they sort of rub them a lot on a board. It's like some sort of, if they don't have something to put their clothes on, they've got to get some sort of board that they scrub the soap on to get all the dirt out of their clothes. So this will form a nice area that they can actually rub their clothes. And there's a thing about a village, you don't know how they do things, and you don't know how they're going to adopt this new technology to them, because they're just so used to doing things their way. So I'm conscious and mindful of that, not to change it too much, but I do want to encourage them to say, well look, there's a facility here that you guys can use, just give it a go and tell me what you think, and if you like it, I'll just roll it out through the village so everyone can use them. And Alvin, he's already into it. He's not wasting any time. He just wants to get it together. Oh, I should be the project manager. I should just instruct orders from some resort somewhere in the Philippines on some island, and text him or send him details of what I want, because he just gets right into it straight away. I don't have to ask anything. I just supply the materials, and he can't wait to get his hand on it. And a nice little tap here. Stainless zinc alloy tap. Faucet we call it. So it's all going to work, I reckon. We're just waiting for our plumber, because he's the one that's going to put it all together. We'll have it all together, ready to go before our plumber's here. And all we're going to do is put the slab down and create some plumbing for it and connect it up to the drain system that we've made at the water stations. And that will take the wastewater away from the village. Yeah, I'm excited. So while I just quickly designed the layout, because we're looking at a water station, we're looking at a laundry facility and sink, which we're going to do today. I'm also thinking about, I'm going to actually do showers. So I wouldn't mind them all in sort of one area. So look, I've got a little configuration here that I've just drawn up. So there's a water station, there's a little laundry sink facility, and then I've got a dual shower arrangement, which is completely fenced off. So we've got a slab for the water station already. We'll put the laundry right next to it, and then we might put a dual shower facility with a slab like this alongside it. So this is all about a bit of planning, because we're going to have to change the plan, obviously, because the real estate might not allow us to have this configuration. But that's the plan, and they're the three facilities I would like to see in that one area. Meanwhile, Alvin he's gone pretty well with this. He's nearly constructed the base of the sink, which is here. All right, and we're still waiting for Gemmel, so that's all right, because we can just plan all this, get his input, and get out there and get this slab for the laundry done. All right, we got it together. Well, actually, Alvin got it together, and there it is. Oh, it's such a nice unit. Oh, I'm loving this. And we've got some adhesive to actually the lid sticks onto the frame, and actually it sits on there pretty well already. It's a really nice fit on the frame. And here's all the plumbing for Gemmel. So it is ready to go. It is ready to take out to YeYoung. We probably have to put a slab down, and we're talking about covering this whole area, the water station, the laundry facility and the shower facility, but we'll work on that a bit later on. The primary objective is to get one of these out there and start using it, but I'm not sure if we'll build the slab straight away. Look, I'm winging it, I must admit. It's one of those things that you have plans, you have ideas, but you don't exactly know how you do it until you get there. But I think we'll put a slab down. I've measured the slab, and it just needs to be a 1 metre by 1.2 metre slab for this. That's exactly 1 metre long. That's good. And we need 1.2 metres here so people can actually stand on concrete and do their washing, clean their teeth, or whatever they want to do in the sink. Wash up their pots and pans even, you know. All right, Gemmel has arrived with Janjan, the concreter. This is good. I'm not sure if they're working on my project today. Hey, Janjan. Hey, he's got some wire there. I think it's for Alvin's project. Anyhow, we'll commandeer him. There he is. Hey. All right, he's fit, he's healthy, he's ready to get into the next part of the project. Okay, we'll show him the plan, we'll get his advice, and we'll see if we can get one in the next day or two. We'll let them do their own thing. So this is the idea of fixing the actual laundry tub to the concrete slab. We're not going to concrete it in, we're going to use this rebar that we've got, and we're going to get 4 prongs up in the concrete, pre-install this rebar, 4 prongs, and then the sink should be able to sit on top of that. Okay, we're going to drill a hole in the feet, in these feet here, for the rebar to go through, and that should fix it to the concrete without concreting the whole thing in, and giving it some sort of stability, and also it allows us to raise the level of the sink on all 4 legs. So yeah, it's going to work. It's a basic idea, and it will stop people from taking it and it moving around too much. So just so you got a better idea what's happening with the prongs, that we're going to install this rebar in here in the concrete, and concrete legs, or rebar legs I should say, and then we'll slip the table onto the legs, onto these rebar legs. Alright, the planning is done. We've got all the input from everybody, we've got the ideas. I've made a quick little template for the legs, for where the actual rebar is going to come out. So it is all happening here, and we're pretty efficient this morning. And Gemmel, I've just given him some money. He's going to go and get some cement and some wood, and we're going to build our slab. And maybe today we're not going to have the actual sink in yet, but we're going to build the framework for it and maybe get the plumbing ready. So It is all happening. The next phase of the project, I'll get a big smile on my face and I'm happy, and it's time to execute. Ta-da-da, ta-da-da, there they go. On a bike. I don't know how they're going to get 2 bags of cement and wood on the bike, but they'll work it out. But I think they got a trike, so these trikes are around here. They're workhorses and they are freaking fantastic machines. But the bikes, the motorbikes, they're very amazing too, some of these around here, and very, very loud. All right, it is off to pick up the materials, which I'm not going to show you guys, and then we'll get out, maybe get out to YeYoung today and get a slab down for our laundry facility. Yeah! Okay, we've got our first laundry facility, wash basin, wash sink, whatever you want to call it, going in at water station number 2 actually. And Gemmell's hard at work. He's already leveling the ground out here, and they've built a framework for the concrete, and there's the sink that's going in. Look, I have asked, I want these facilities to be used, and I'm sure they will be. It's good to get some reassurance that they are. So I had a chat to some of the locals around here, and they said, yeah, we do need this. They can wash in it, they can clean their tea, wash their face, just get some basic fresh water at sort of tummy level, and so they can do some comfortable washing of things as well, as in clothes and maybe cooking utensils. I don't know, I don't really care what they use it for, as long as they use it, and I'm sure they will. Okay, the guys are going pretty good with the slab. I must admit they're pretty good workers. I've just got to fine tune a bit of the quality, making sure that everything gets done a bit better. But Janjan is control of the concreting. Got a good sized slab here. 1 by 2? 1 metre by 2 metre?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So it's 2 metre, 1.2 metre that way? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just checking, just to make sure that the specifications that we looked at when designing it. Well, we've got the next part of the process going. Putting the rebar, and then that rebar will go in the concrete. Alright, now next part of the process is we put it on the concrete, on the wet concrete. Got to make sure that we get this off and clean all this up. We don't want to leave any concrete on there. Right. So that's what's happened so far. It's looking good. Pretty flat. Trying to look at how flat this is. It's not perfectly flat, but I think we'll adjust that and get it nice and flat. It's not flat. It's not flat. It's got to come up here. It's got to come up higher. Yeah. Yeah, more concrete. Alright, we're getting this, fine tuning this, make sure it's nice and flat. Alright. Okay. Yeah, so this is the precision part, because we've got to make sure these Rio rods that are in there line up with the legs. So it's critical that we get that, and also got to make sure that these do not get stuck in the concrete, because they're the ones that got to rotate to lift the table up and down to get it flat. Alright, we've got a small margin of error here, not a lot, so that's why I'm pretty particular about getting this right, because if you don't line them up properly, these plastic feet or legs, their little feet will not go on there properly under here. So I can see that being a problem, or possibly being a problem. Anyhow, I think we'll just wait a little while for the concrete to set a little bit more, and then probably put the table, the sink on there, see what happens. Alright, we've got the spikes in, the Rio spikes. in the right position. The Jan's just finishing off with some of his artistry here with a slightly more fluid concrete. Give it a smoothing effect. Don't want this rough concrete feel, but you don't want it too smooth either. Slippery, but yeah, he knows how to do it. And then when that dries, we'll just whack it on. We'll whack this thing on after we put the little feet on, and then plumb it up. Yeah. And we're going to try and connect to this drain somehow. I think we're just going to flow it into the water station and just build this up a little bit so we don't get any overflow just in here. So that's the plan. Okay, I've just been having a chat to Alvin, and I let Gemmel come out here and let him loose. I'm putting the sink in, and guess what? He's a man on a mission now, knows how to get things happening, and he's already put it in place. He's put it on the spikes. It looks like we do have we don't have an issue here. It looks like it's pretty firm. Oh yeah, this is good. So he's a very quick worker. We have the outlet here, drain. This is good too. I do like this idea. So all the wastewater goes down there. We get a bit of wastewater from the water station draining into here. It is a good design, and this drain is working perfectly. It looks like it's working perfectly, while the boys connect up the inlet, the water inlet for the tap, or the faucet they call it. So that's what they're doing right now. And this connection here, which goes to the sink, is going along here. It's going to connect into this T intersection. So this is a really good model and a good example on what we're going to deploy, and we have learnt a bit from it, but this is looking pretty good actually, and everyone's excited. This is really looking good. Oh, I like how firm it is too. This is fantastic. Okay, this is the sort of thing that makes me really happy, and it's very rewarding when I see things like this happen in front of my eyes, and so efficiently. All right, we're going to tidy it up, we're going to neaten it up, and we're going to make sure that all these pipes are put underground well, you know, very well. Nice work. All right, the boys have just completing the plumbing here. One of the last joints to bank. Okay, it's nearly all complete. They've connected to the T-piece here, connected to the isolation or gate valve. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, I've got to clean that off. Oh. It's all right. I come here in white shoes, and I'm pretty dumb, aren't I, to wear white shoes? But I like a bit of protection from the dirt. And you know what? I just go home and wipe it all off. But I might wipe that chunk off. It's a bit big, and I do clean my shoes every day when I get home because they're filthy. But they do protect the feet, yeah. Just some fine tuning to make sure you can get this connection in. Right. I suppose you can see a little bit of excitement in my voice, or hear some excitement. It's a dream that comes true bit by bit, you know. Just a bit of the dream comes true and makes you happy, and then the dream turns into a bit of a nightmare at times, and then you get a little bit depressed. But overall, this is rewarding stuff. This is the reason why I do this, because I see these guys doing all this work, and I pay them well because you know, they need money to live as well, and they're doing me a really good service by getting these sorts of facilities at YeYoung. So I'm very appreciative. And we will have water coming out of there very soon. And then I'll be really happy, and then we can move on to some other things in the village and maybe roll out the rest of the sinks. Okay, we've got to plan where they are. I've got to go and buy a few more sinks from the hardware, which I'll do sometime today. So yeah, it's back to Citi Hardware, and then after that I'll let Gemmel put a few more in, and while I go away and do some other things and plan for the next phase of the Humanitarian project. which I believe is showers. That is going to be really exciting. But we've learned a lot here from putting this slab in and this laundry facility. And I'll be keen to come back and see how it's been utilised and you know, get some feedback on how the locals have been utilising it. Yeah. All right, guess what? We have water. Oh. We have water coming out of our tap. It's testing the drainage out. Going here. Got a slight leak there. Gemmel's not happy. He's making some improvements. We'll just turn the tap off. What I'm interested in is not just the running of the tap, but when you've got a full sink of water, when you release all the water down the drain, and see if that drain that we custom made yesterday can actually handle, you know, what we put into it, like in dumping a good laundry sink full of water down there. Yeah, look, since that slab is not level, we're just trying to level it off. And we're going to put some extra things under there. Yeah, my idea was to grab some offcuts of this pipe here, slice them off and put them under there. That should provide it with enough stability to push it up a bit. They haven't installed it yet, but that's got to come up because the level that we got here is not that level, so it's got to come up about that far. So yeah, we still got a little bit of fine tuning to do, but that's what we want. We want to make sure it's perfect and to get it right, and then move on to the next one. Yeah, it's just fiddly stuff, but very necessary. So I want to make sure this sink is perfectly flat. All right, we're just having one little inconvenience here, which we've just solved. We want the actual drain or the exit point of this sink into the actual drain itself. So we've put an extension on and we've put a little slit. Hang on, turn it around. He's put the slit in the wrong place. You've got to turn the slit around. There's the slit. Yes. Okay. Ah, no, it's too deep. You got to do it deeper. No, higher. To capture the water coming out of the water station. So we've got to just custom make this little slit. This will give this pipe stability. We'll get there. Okay, we have perfected the outlet, the drainage of this sink here. We're just filling it up. That's the arrangement. We've got a slit in that side here so the water can drain from the water station in there. This is nice and pretty firm. It's firm enough. It was firmer now than before. So we're going to fill this sink in, and then we're going to release the water and we're going to see what happens. I think that's enough. We get enough flow. We never want to waste too much water around here. Are we ready? Outlet. Yeah, no splashing. Yeah, baby. Okay.
Nice butter.
Oh, and there's a whirlpool. Nice flow. Nice constant flow. All right. Hello. Hey. Okay. So that's pretty much it. We've got a sink in, and we'll let it loose on the guys around here. See how they're going to use it. I'll be interested. See if they're going to bring any washing here. See if anyone's going to do some personal things, wash themselves, wash their arms, legs. But they can do that. They can wash themselves. They can wash their clothes. They can clean their teeth now, all in comfort. Okay, instead of doing it in buckets and getting their water. So, mission accomplished on the next phase of the project. Well, when we roll it out to other water stations, that'll be the completion of this phase of the project. So I'll wrap it up here right now in front of the sink because we have got it working and functioning 100%, and we've learned a lot. All right, just make sure you guys get out there and live your dreams, no matter how small they are or how big they are. Just pursue them and do it. All right, we'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye. Now I've got some underpants that I've got to wash, so I might try it out. See ya.
Live your dreams.